Hi guys, we're here with Matias Pavez from Chile.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien. Just kidding. I don't speak Spanish.
Okay.
I know
No worries.
like a few words in Portuguese, and I pretend like if I go to Chile, I just start speaking Portuguese.
I can speak Russian. Yeah. No?
Okay, PG-13. So I know you work on ships now, so you pick up a lot of words from different languages.
Yeah, but it's just like for fun. Just
Yeah. What languages did you like? I know you pick up some Russian because you were speaking Russian to me. You said good luck, which is udachi.
Udachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just mostly just like Russian, Spanish, Portuguese, English.
But
I
Portuguese
learn
is super
English.
easy, right?
So yeah, it's just super similar.
Mm-hmm.
Like also like now that I'm like hanging out a lot with guys, it's like pretty fun to just practice
Yeah,
it.
just like throw some Portuguese at them.
Yeah.
All right. When did you start tricklining?
I started tricklining at the end of 2015. I was almost 15 years old. I was 14.
How did it start? What was that magical moment?
My brother is like it's a physical education teacher. He always been like super inspirational for me. Like since I'm a kid, like every single thing that he was doing, I was like also learning.
So I assume he's older.
Yeah, he's 11 years older than me.
11 years older.
11 years older than
Okay.
me. His name is Felipe Pavez. So one day he came with a line to the house, to my home.
He's like, you're gonna learn this.
No, he was just like, I need to learn this. Like, do you want to come with me? I was like, yeah, sure, I will learn it. Like, I was happy because we were starting at the same time. Then I realized he already started like 1 month ago before me. So when I saw him, he was already walking, and I was like, oh my god, again the same. Like I will have to like push myself harder.
Yeah. So was it the first push that you had to be better than your brother?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I wanted to do at the beginning.
Like to beat your brother or to slackline?
Yeah, I just wanted to beat my brother.
Okay. You know, it's funny because I know another slackliner who's like, I think he was trying to be the level of his girlfriend at that time. So that's kind of started for him. Yeah.
And at the beginning, it was like only walking. Like I didn't know that we could bounce or anything. So I was like a little bored at the beginning, like just walking.
It's like, what is this?
Yeah, like I just walked it the first day, and I was like, oh, okay. But then my brother told me like one of his friends was like a professional slackliner and blah blah. I was like, okay, maybe he will like longer lines, but I didn't thought like he would do like bounces and stuff. And then I saw like him like doing a backflip.
Who was it?
It was Pedro Bombawa and Christian Reyes. They were like the first two trickliners that I ever saw.
Do you have any videos from that time?
I have all my stories of slackline on Instagram. Like
that's awesome.
Yeah. Like my first post was like my first slackline
post.
Try. Yeah.
So your Instagram is pretty much your slacklining.
Exactly.
Career.
It's like all my career. It's like all from the beginning. Oh, I broke my feet like when I was like 1 month of slacklining.
Oh
yeah,
my
this
god.
was my first video.
And it's all over ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awful. That ground was awful. And it was like 10 meters long.
Yeah.
And I was cheating on the like this one because I was
like
just
pushing.
like turning my body. Look.
I see.
I was cheating. Like everybody was like doing like a run off, and I was just like cheating. And then I had like a pretty good fail the next video, like learning how to chest bounce. I was pretty excited.
Is it like the first months or like
maybe like the first 2 weeks? And I was like, boom.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You went so fearless, so you're just like,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just flying.
I just have too much faith in it. And my brother just kept like recording, like he didn't even move to see if I was flying.
Oh my god!
So yeah, that's
those
pretty
older
much.
brothers, you know.
And this is the spot where I started like growing a lot. That was my first session.
Oh, you got pads.
Yeah, it was like mattresses that we found in the street.
Was it like next to where you lived?
Like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
That was like my first 180 in my life. I was throwing, I was like, oh, I can do a 360.
Oh my god. Did your brother start tricklining with you?
1 month before me. Yeah, my brother also tricklines. Not anymore.
Tricklines?
Yeah, and this was my first 360 thing.
How?
This was everything in like 3 weeks. Maybe, yeah, like 3 weeks.
How soon did you surpass your brother on the trickline?
It was pretty hard because like after a month, like after that session throwing some 360s, I broke my
foot.
Yeah, my ankle.
Oh, your ankle.
So I've been like 2 months without doing anything.
So your brother was just like training?
Here's a video of my brother. So I was just going to watch him, and he learned mojo. I didn't learn mojo until I was like 1 year slacklining. It was a really hard trick for me. So I was already super jealous because he was throwing like mojo.
But it's more motivation, you know.
Yeah. Then he learned butt flip. He was throwing backside ascension. In Chile we call it Chilean turn. That's how we call that trick in Chile. So yeah, after a long process of recovery, I think it was like 1 month. I was lucky because I was just a kid, so like the recovery
faster,
process was faster. This was my first video after. That was like the first combo that I ever did. That was just like chest 180.
Oh, it's already flowy, like more flowy.
Yeah. And I was like not using like my feet anymore.
Yeah, it's more cleaner.
Yeah, but I was super low. It's just funny to
but
watch
I think it's kind of like what is more stable in the beginning.
Yeah, of course.
Like I think people who start, they should start with lower and like shorter lines.
Yeah, there is no point like to like make the beginners like go train in the high lines and stuff.
Because I at the beach, like where I train, we have like higher lines, and I used to set up super low lines. And like beginners who start, they think it's like it's even harder than it is because they go in a high line and like, oh my God, we're so scared. I'm like, you should be scared because it's not how you start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's pretty much like all my progress at the beginning was on this spot. This was the day that I met Nico Aimone.
He's also Chilean, right? Yeah. Did you guys train together?
Yeah, we always train together. And actually, he taught me this combo, like 180, 180, 360. And since that moment, I always have been using that combo for like warming up.
How experienced was Nico back then?
He was already a professional.
Okay.
That day I met Nico and he told me he was coming to the GoPro Mountain Games actually. He was coming here. That was 2016. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, are they paying for you? I'm like, yeah, I got invited and blah, blah. And Abraham was also going there. I didn't know Abraham this moment. And I was like, wow, like, can they pay your flights and you just go to a different country?
Yeah, Barry was just like,
yeah, I was like, wow, that's not possible. Like, I really want to do that one day. Like, somebody will pay for me to go somewhere. Wow. I didn't know that was possible. Then I saw the guys and I was like, I can be like Nico. Like, if I train, like, I think I could do that stuff. I was watching Christian. He also, like, in the past was traveling for slackline, like, for free and stuff. So I was like, okay, so it's like, that was like my first huge motivation, like seeing
Nico and seeing like his success.
That he was like training with me and he was like then like coming
somewhere
here.
Else. Yeah.
I never thought I was going to go like to a different country when I was a kid. I thought like I will spend my whole life in Chile.
But now you traveled so much, right? Like especially on ships, you visited so many countries.
Yeah, with the cruise ship, like I've been traveling a lot of countries. I'm pretty lucky about it. I'm pretty grateful also.
Did you get on ships because of Nico?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay. He's like, you're coming.
Yeah. That's a really funny story actually. I was like 17 years old, almost turning 18.
How old are you now?
22.
At 22.
It was like Friday morning, I think, or Friday afternoon. I already had my tickets because there was a competition on the weekend on the south of Chile. So I already had my tickets to go in the night to that place. It was like 8 hours from my city. Nico called me. It was a super random call. He never calls me. He knew I wanted to leave one day during slackline and stuff. He was like, yeah, Royal Caribbean is like looking for new slackliners. There's gonna be like a lot of new places in the future and stuff. But I need you to send me a video doing highline because if not, it's impossible for you to come. And I never did highline in that moment before in my life. I did highline before, but I was super scared. I stand up and I was falling. I did like 3 steps maybe.
Yeah, they don't realize highlining and tricklining are different things.
It's completely different thing. It's a completely different. I was super scared about being like up high. I lost my ticket. I was like, okay, I don't care anymore about the competition. I just want to go to the ship. Like I put all my energy on that. And I started like texting people around the country, like where I could highline. Yeah, there was a guy in Viña del Mar, Pedro Berrueta.
Yeah, I went to Viña del Mar to compete. Yeah.
So we set up a highline in Roca Seneca, which was like 30 meters. I recorded with 3 different cameras, and that was like, I don't know, I did like maybe 12 steps.
But you're like, I'm highlining.
Yeah, I'm highlining.
Do you have a video of that? You're being scared and...
I have the video that I sent. Yeah, definitely. That was the first time that I came to USA.
Oh, yeah.
I think you were there.
Oh, is it me in the background?
Yeah,
it is me in the background.
Yeah.
Let's look at this one real quick.
That's funny. Martin made that video for me.
Oh, that's so funny.
He took me straight away from the airport to the Santa Monica.
This is on 18, so it's 4 years ago.
It's funny because Martin took me straight away from the airport to the beach. So I was like, wow, there is no way that I could trickline right now. He was like, yeah, it's the only moment that you got for trickline here. So like, you got to do it right now. And I was like, okay. And it was like Martin's, like, he's like an idol for me. So he was like watching on me and I was like, oh my God, I gotta do everything. And so I was able to throw some doubles and like, I think I did a frog full maybe.
Did we meet at like on June 2nd,
I think we meet that
2018? Day. Oh my God.
I think we meet that day. I think you were there. Yeah, because you were in the background.
I am in the background, yeah. Oh yeah, it's me.
Yeah, you're there.
What I'm trying. Yeah, of course it's 180 feet on the real line.
Yeah. That was my classic combo when I was a kid. Like backside extension, 540 front set. But backflip free fall, I was always throwing that combo. It was my favorite because Pedro, the guy that teach me how to slack me, he was throwing that combo a lot. He was also like super hard for me to frog full.
Wow.
I was like stuck in the air. Double frog flips were always there.
It's so funny. Like your recording looks like a very ancient, you know, like. Oh, it's me watching you.
Yeah.
I'm just like drinking water. Sorry, I'm looking at myself now at your crazy tricks.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
the video that Martin did for me. We were living there for like an hour, and I was super tired. I was super skinny also.
Yeah, you're doing this.
We were looking for, I forget already what we were looking for
I
before.
think we were looking at their first highline. Yeah, their first highline.
This is my first highline. This one. This is the first time that I ever went to highlining, way before like they called me for the cruise ship and stuff. I was super scared. That was like a 30 meters line long, but it was like 50 meters high.
Was it like if like let's say if on cruise ships you never had to do highlining, would you highline?
I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not.
For me, it's so hard. Like I want to highlight, but every time I go, I find a reason not to go. I'm like, maybe next time.
Every time that I go, I try it, but I don't really enjoy highlighting much. It's just because I get stressed. Like I like the feeling when I'm comfortable in the ship. I like it a lot because it's a line that I already performed.
Yeah, you're
more like 700 times. I did more than 700 shows doing highlighting, so I'm like super used to that line. But it's still really hard. The thing about the cruise ship is like when the ship is like rocking, it's like moving on. It's like the hardest thing that you can ever see.
handling the trick his knee.
Yeah, it's the worst. And I didn't highlight anymore till like 2018, probably.
When I asked you to be in my podcast and I asked you what people inspire you, I think Abraham came like first to your mind.
Yeah, Abraham and Agustin Palomero is another really, really important person to me. You can see like, it's just like I'm watching the videos here and I can see like, wow, what I was doing in that moment was something really fun. And I see a lot of videos in Viña del Mar. I was really lucky because when I was 16, I got sponsored by a brand from Chile that sells juice, which name is Suco. It is really funny to be sponsored by them, but they were paying me like $200 every 2 months. So I was using all of that money, like everything, just traveling to like train with people that motivate me. Like I didn't buy things for myself. I was just like training. And I started going a lot to Viña del Mar, where Agustin Palomero lives. And I feel that was a huge break point in my career because I stopped I discovered new people. Like I was just watching Christian Reyes all the time or Pedro or my brother. Nico Clemens also, I was training a lot with him. And I saw Agustin, which was like a completely different style, a lot of more control, a lot of more technique. I couldn't do flips to feet anymore. I mean, in that moment, I couldn't do flips to feet at all. Then I met Agustin. I started progressing a lot my technique. I was doing more grabs. I was doing more technique. Agustin is an amazing guy. Like he's one of my best friends in the world.
It's crazy how like by meeting different people, you kind of you learn like a part of them, you know?
A lot.
Like you were saying the first person you trained with, you took this combo as a warm up, or like another combo from.
Definitely, yeah.
So it's like you take little pieces. So you become like a combination of those.
I think Agustin had a lot of videos on YouTube. Maybe this one is gonna be faster. He was an amazing guy. Like all the tricks to feet that I have, all of them, he did them to me. What I learned them with him. Like Agustin doesn't do angel flip to feet, but I learning with him. Like all of my tricks to feet, I did it with him.
What's the trick to land to feet? Like what's the secret, if there is a secret?
I don't know. I feel like it just depends off the trick, but it's just like feel confident to like just put your feet. Like you're not going to bad ones. You're not. Like if you're gonna throw a trick to feet, you're going to your feet. You're not like testing it, or you're not going like slowly to it. No, you're like you go straight away to it. You gotta like go for it. He was doing a lot of Buddha. He's really famous for his Buddha tricks. He even did like Irano to Buddha, like frog flip 180 to Buddha, like a lot of crazy tricks to Buddha.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
He did Buddha, Arabian Fearless. He did like so many tricks.
How?
He got so much control. It's like a bad ones for him.
Like from or to Buddha?
From Buddha.
Oh my God, how can you get that air?
That's insane. Like he also did like Buddha, Arabian to Buddha, from Buddha to Buddha. No, he's just crazy.
Oh my God.
He's an amazing guy. He has a lot of control. So I was learning a lot from him. And I was training a lot with him because also Abraham was like traveling around the world. I wasn't close to Abraham in that moment. This was like when I was like 16. But with Agustin, I was training with him, Nico Carrasco, another really, really good friend for me. He's like my brother in my family. Every Saturday in the morning. Like the whole year, every Saturday in the morning we were training because they were both in the university, and that was like the only day that they had free. It was the only day that I could go to Viña del Mar because it's like 1 hour and a half away from my city.
And you couldn't move to Viña?
Look, backflip to Buda, that's sick. No, I wasn't able to move to Viña. I really wanted, like, I begged my mom, but my mom has always been like really, really strict with like going to the school and everything. I wanted to do like an online school and stuff. Like she never allowed me. She was like super strict.
Did she believe in you slacklining or?
Yeah, but she was like super like, you gotta go to school. You gotta go to school. You gotta finish the school. And I wanted to finish the school, just not like going to the school. I wanted to do it online, but she never allowed me. Look at that, like
it's Buda, it's crazy.
360.
Is that the same spot where the competition was?
Yes. It's not exactly the same because this one is probably shorter. Like they change every year. They change the poles.
Okay, I see.
Well, look, they think this is ascension to Buda. Look.
Oh my God.
To backflip to
For
feet.
him, it's like Buda is like.
It's like a normal
like Bud, yeah.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy.
I can't even like go to Buda.
So he got so much control, and I started like learning all the controls with him. Like I'll learn my 540s are like I master my 540s with him because we're just playing. We also have a name that we call Completa el Combo, which is like I will throw a trick, then he has to do the same trick and add another trick.
We call it add-on.
Yeah, like add on. It's the same in the trampoline. So I used to play a lot that game with him, a lot. So we were both have like pretty similar tricks, and we were not playing to like beat each other. We were playing to like make a combo that we could both make, like pushing each other.
That's so cool, like to have a partner that you can like push yourself with.
Yeah, he was like a huge inspiration for me, and he was like look at that Buda.
I know, it's crazy.
There it is. Oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm doing a this month from Buda, like.
Did you learn Buda can you do Buda?
I did. I learned how to Buda for him, but like I don't really like it.
You like Buda, yeah?
I can do some tricks to Buda, but like not as many as
Tell me some other guys that you trained with.
Some other Axel is also a guy that I'm training a lot now when I go to Viña del Mar. He's like probably one of the best slackliners right now in Chile.
Oh my God, I love him.
Axel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has been training a lot. He's like teaching a lot now. He's a teacher. He's not training like really, really hard anymore.
Where does he teach?
On the beach. Yeah, he has like a little school.
It's so cool. It's like, I think it's so important to have a spot. Because if you don't have a spot, it's like everything falls out.
Yeah,
like you have to have a spot to train with someone or to bring more people in the sport.
Also, that happened in that time for me. I was training a lot because the people in Santiago where I live, they stopped like training. Like Christian Reyes wasn't training anymore much. Nico Clemens wasn't training because he was injured. Pedro was like not anymore interested in the slackline. So yeah, I just train a lot with these guys. This is an amazing guy. He's doing really good now.
Yeah, I remember him from the competition.
Yeah.
He's like super light and like flowy.
Yeah, he's just too scared to try new things right now. Like I don't know what happened. Like before he used to do like a lot of things, like crazy tricks. Like he was throwing 900s and stuff. Now he's like working on his mind. But he's a really, really cool guy.
I remember at the competition we also did like transfers, and then the first time I tried transfers.
I learned how to transfer with Agustin. Like I think we had a video together also when Agustin. Like as I said before, like Agustin was like super, super important for me. Like we were training so much together and pushing each other. Yeah, I definitely.
What is he doing now?
He's a kinesiology. He also get me to like go Slack Industries because he was part of the Slack Industries team. So I started speaking with Martin because of Agustin, because Agustin wanted to be like both in Slack Industries. He made that happen, yeah. He's just such a cool guy. I think we're throwing some tricks together.
Not into Buda?
No, not Buda. But I was like learning like all the tensions, like all the tricks that I never did before. I think we did a backflip feet to feet together also in that transfers. That was like the most scary thing.
Oh, of course, Buda.
And I was doing a float feet to feet and then transfer.
Oh, that's cool.
We also won the South American transfer competition in 2018, probably, something like that.
It's so crazy because like it's also like a part of tricklining, you know, like the transfers. Yeah. But I never kind of took off really because it's hard to find spots.
It's super
where
hard.
You can set up good lines.
Yeah. I would say he's probably one of the best persons in transfer in the world. Like he just like been training a lot. I don't know how I did that. Like I will never try that again. I'll be so scared to try.
Well, you're saying that when you were like little, you could do 540 free fall, but now you can't do it.
Yeah, that was. I had even that video. Like it was so easy when I was a kid. Even the 720 was super easy to do. Like I was just going for it, and that was my first butt flip. Boom. No count.
At least you committed over the line.
Yeah, and that was my first back flip to feet also. It took me so long to learn it. I didn't land it for like 2 years. I was too scared.
Oh.
I think this is the combo with the free fall 540. It was so easy before, like because I was doing 260s like a lot. I don't do them anymore. There is, boom. It was so easy to do.
You think like it's like a different body types or like?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I was smaller and it was easier to twist. And now it feels easier to flip.
Falling on your head.
That was my first butt flip that I ever learned. Abraham was there. He teach me butt flip.
So how did you meet him?
I meet Abraham. The first time that I saw him was in a competition when I was like 15. But I didn't speak to him. I was like too scared. He was also like a professional. Like, he won the competition. Everybody was speaking to him, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't want to speak to him." Like, I don't know.
That's so scary.
Yeah, he was like super scared. And also, like, since he was competing, he was like super serious and focused.
Yeah.
Then I'm lucky that my grandma lives in Chillán, which is 4.5 hours outside of my city. That's the city where Matias Sepulveda lives, and where Abraham was training a lot in that moment. The spot is called Trapa Trapa.
So Matias and Abraham trained together a lot.
A lot. Before they used to train a lot together. I went to just to visit my grandma, and I texted Matias like, "Hey Matias, would you like to train like one of these days? I'm in Chillán." Like I didn't knew him. I just texted him like, "He's a guy from here. I just want to train. Like I will do anything to train that spot," because it was also a spot that was like full of mattresses. They had like double like 2 floors of mattresses. And I was like, I really want to go there, like, and I hope they allow me to go there. And Matias was like, "Yeah, come on, just come to my house," and blah, blah. And I came to his house like at 7 a.m.
It's like, I want to train now.
Yeah, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "You told me to come to your house. Like, you told me to come in the morning." And he was like super sleepy. He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this guy came."
I can imagine him like just going like,
yeah, he was also like 18 in that moment. Matias is just like 2 or 3 years older than me. Yeah, that day I woke up Matias. He will never forget that. Like if he will see this video, he will remember that day.
Do you have a video of it? I'm sure you do because you have everything on your Instagram.
Yeah, I think I have a video of that. It was super early. I went with my brother actually.
Oh, and Abraham was there?
Abraham was there, yeah.
Oh, that's how you met him?
Abraham came in the afternoon. Like, I don't know, I was there. I've been the whole day there. I learned my backside ascension there. I've been the whole day there, and Abraham came in the afternoon. He was also super serious because he was like train mode. He was training for the competitions and all the stuff. Because this was May, so he was like leaving super soon after that. Like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks after that.
To Germany or to where?
To here, I think. Riverrock, I think it was, or X Games, something like that. So that day, meet Abraham in the afternoon. I spoke like a little bit with him. I was like, "Oh, Matias, like you're amazing, blah blah." He was like, "Oh, thank you," and like he was just like focus training. He helped me a little bit like with some tricks. Also, like I was asking advices, but I didn't be like really close to him in that moment. And then I don't remember.
How did you like
I don't remember how I started like training along with Abraham. Like I just remember that there was a point that he was in Chile, and I was like, "Oh, Abraham, you're in Chile. Like, do you think like do you wanna like train together or something?" He was like, "Sure." Like he built his own spot like in his city, which was an amazing spot. Like I think like the hardest tricks that I ever learned were there. All my hard tricks.
What tricks did you learn there? Show me.
I create my own trick there.
Show me.
Yeah, I think that was like the thing that I'm most proud of my slackline career, like creating my own trick. Was like 221.
Oh, I can recognize the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best spot. There was like, yeah, this was the day. That's the eagle
World's
flip.
first eagle flip.
Boom.
That's sick. I think everybody was wondering about your chest. I think I was even commenting on this. It's like, do you count this chest?
Yeah, but then I like when if Mickey Wilson comment that video, like, are we gonna count this chest? Like, because of the hook of the feet.
Yeah, but
everything.
it's like I was talking like about like it changes, you know. Right now people don't hook sometimes.
But look at there. So I was like,
okay, I'm gonna do it again.
I was super pissed with the people like commented. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it again.
I think I was one of them. So
no, it doesn't matter. So then in this video I landed there. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not throwing it anymore. Yeah, and now like every time I compete, I try. Like hopefully tomorrow I will be able to. If we tie the line, I really want to try it again. Yeah, but
that's so
I think
sick.
This was one of the cleanest ones that I ever made.
That's so sick.
Then I landed again, like for the.
So it's pretty much double owl, right? But it's eagle.
It's like half out, yeah. It's half out because there's a comparison because Henley does a different trick that he does like half fin, half fin. He does half fin and then he does a front flip. So he does like back flip half, back flip with half, and then front flip to chest. So it's like completely two different tricks.
Show me again.
Because I do a double backflip with half twist with a 180 on the second flip. You see?
Yeah.
Henley's doing like a front flip to chest. He's doing like chest 180, front flip chest.
Chest 180, yeah. We should see it.
It's like...
I can picture it.
It's like this trick. I landed, but from bad bones. He's doing this trick, but from chest. So that was a confusion at the beginning, and then the people understand it. Because I'm doing a backflip with a half twist, and then I'm doing a front flip to chest. You see?
So but Henley does it from chest?
From chest. So that was like kind of similar tricks, but different.
It's kind of like with a cat flip, you know, like...
Yeah, cat flip, which is like misty backflip.
Yeah, if you do half in or you do half
or
out.
half. Exactly. It's like completely different tricks.
How do you call the... Like, so cat flip is half in, right?
Half in, back out.
But
that's in trampoline. I don't know, because people...
What about half out? Like, does it have
I did. That's how half out.
Yeah. So this... But it's the chest.
It's the chest, yeah. I landed before to bad ones, but I never posted.
But the cat flip is to butt. I guess butt to butt.
Butt to butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. This is chest to chest. Also, in this time, I told like the first triple frog flip that somebody ever tried. I was really pushing for it. I really wanted to land it. I don't know if I will do it again. Probably, yeah. I just need to like push myself a little harder. Boom. I was super excited to try.
How comfortable are you with double frog?
Super comfortable.
Yeah, do it.
Double frog flip is like the easiest trick for me. Like it's like my signature trick. Like I'm super comfortable.
Yeah. So you just need like a good line and
I will go for it. This also is like this is a full out. Like I think I never seen anybody else trying it yet, but I really want like somebody to land it.
So you were complaining about not being able to do 540 free fall, but you're like, now I'm more comfortable with flips. Oh my God, it's so close. Yeah, I did comment.
Yeah, I was so close. That was 2020. Like I don't know. But at the end, I never landed. I hit myself many times on my neck from that trick, so I'm pretty scared to try it again. Maybe if I will put a mat on the line, I will do it again.
Yeah, something, yeah.
But I really need to train for that. That spot was just like, I could do anything on that spot. It was like the best thing in the world. So yeah, Abraham invited me to train. I mean, he was like, oh yeah, just come. I had my spot here. I started meeting his family. No, I didn't come at 7 a.m. That's fine. And after that, I was just like going every weekend to train with Abraham. And one part that make me like be really, really grateful with Abraham. Besides that, he shows me to his family. Like I was sleeping in his house. He was always super friendly with me. There was a day that I didn't have money to go. He was like, oh, Matthias, like I'm gonna travel soon. I need a partner to train. I really like to train with you because we're both pushing each other. Like you teach me, I teach you. And I said to him like, oh, I cannot go because I don't have like any money to go. Like I literally don't have any more any money. I gotta go to the school and blah blah. And he was like, but do you really want to train? Do you really want to come? I was like, yeah, of course, but I don't have money. Like, it's impossible for me. And he was like, okay, I will buy your tickets and like, you will just come to train with me. And Abraham wasn't like making money at that moment. He was just like competing. And, like, I knew how hard it was for him to buy me tickets. And I was like, oh my God, that was like, I couldn't believe that he was doing that, especially because he was like the world champion, like such a legend. And he was doing that for me, which means like he was like,
really appreciating how you guys trained. Did you guys work on the ship together?
We did for a whole year. We did 2 contracts together actually.
And you told me that the only way you would go on ships is like if you can train with Abraham because you guys push each other.
Or like I feel like cruise ship is something really, really hard because you're alone there. So like being with Abraham or being with Matthias now in my last contract is like being with my family there. You know, like Matthias and Abraham is like really part of my family.
Show me like a little piece of something that you did on the ship.
This is a video that we're throwing. This is the routine that I was doing with Abraham, I think. We're throwing a double at the end. Because we always watch the videos from the cruise ships and we were like, oh, come on, people can do better from that. Like,
did you do it every show?
Every show. Every single show we're throwing double to the line. Every single show we're throwing angel flips.
Do you feel like your level kind of decreased or did you progress in some things because the line is super short on ships?
I don't think my level improved like on the cruise ship, especially on the Trickline. My highline skills improve a lot on the ship. Like that is like if I go to the cruise ships, I'm 100% sure that my Trickline is not gonna improve, but different things are gonna improve. Like for example, my trampoline. Like the first time that I stepped on a trampoline was on the cruise ship. Like I was watching professional acrobats. I was watching divers. I learned how to dive. I learned few dives from 3 meters. I was learning dives from 10 meters. So I wasn't pushing myself too much on the Trickline because it wasn't possible. But like besides other things, I feel like way more complete athlete right now. Like I could handstand, I could like do trampoline.
That's so cool.
I can like trick on the floor. I can like do some dives. So like it was like more useful also for the shows. Like if because I'm working in aqua show, I didn't want it to I didn't want it to just do slackline. I mean trickline and highline. I wanted to do more in the show because I was watching other persons like doing like so many parts of the show. I was like, I thought it was
level, yeah.
And I just wanted to do like more in the show. Like I was like super jealous about people. Like they were like so talented doing everything. I worked with Garrett Myers in my first contract.
Really?
Yeah, we were together in my first contract. So I was watching that guy doing everything. I was like,
he's very talented,
she's super talented.
How do you like trampoline?
Yeah, now I can trample because after like all my cruise ships contracts, I mean, after the first 2 cruise ship contracts, I went to live with Impact Extremo, which is my family right now. It's my team. Like we're all tattooed actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a tattoo. Yeah. So.
And is that the videos with trample there?
Yeah, I have a lot of videos trample. I think the best trample video that I have is probably this one. That was like my peak on trample.
I remember a video of Abraham doing like a slackline wall.
Yeah. So I was doing a lot of tricks here on the trampoline. Like I was just super motivated training with the guys. All of them they practice trampoline, so it was like the common sports in the house. We were all living in this house. We were all like we all come from like I don't know like normal families. Nobody's like rich at all. Like but like we were just like make a project together and like everybody was like making the effort to like make the money to like pay the house and being able to like, just like live together.
But I think it's like makes people even more united, like more close to each other.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually like one of the last guys like joining the team. They've been like working together for the past like 10 years.
What are they doing? Like are they performing trampoline?
They perform different things. Like they principally do jumping stills. I can show you Impact Extremo. This is like such a cool team.
Oh, they do like the jumping stills.
And they're like probably like the best in the world on it. Like they're just sick. They've been traveling the world, like performing around the world. This is in Spain, I think. This Bratson and Rambo.
That's so sick.
Yeah, they also perform
like
in
TV
TV.
show, yeah.
That was Italy. Like Italy Got Talent, something like that.
That's awesome. Have you tried stilts?
Yeah, I tried stilts. I never flip on them. I really want to. I'm just like pretty scared. Like they do it on the concrete. That's pretty sick. I'm tricklining, but I'm tricklining over the path. Like this feels really sick to me. But yeah, I really want to like throw some flips one day. That would be sick.
Maybe like to the mat or something, you know?
Yeah, that's how they're teaching now. On the spring floor also, like they say, like it's easier. I also performed few shows with them. Like after that, I was like getting better in the trampoline. I performed few shows. There was a really huge one that was like 5,000 people watching the show. It's called Tarzan.
Tarzan?
We were doing like monkeys. I don't know, just like...
That's really cool. Like you got to meet like all the people on the ship and try their skills, and also like these guys are having amazing skills.
That happened. Like I went to the ship, like saw like so many people doing like so many different skills, and like not only perfection in one. I was like, wow, what I'm doing, just doing one. Like why I'm not doing more than that? So then that's when I went back to Chile, and I was like looking for some place to train, and I knew these guys from before, but I don't know, like I just spoke to them. Rambo is like the leader in the team. He was like, oh, come on, just come to the house and train. Like, after a conversation, he was like, why don't you come to live with us? Like, we can make a room for you. Like, you're like the perfect person that we want in the team. Like, because you want to be better, you want to push yourself. You're also going to push us, like learning and everything. And then I started like training trampoline. And trampoline was like the first thing that I started training with them and tricking in the floor.
Do you feel like it's harder to kind of progress in tricklining and other things, or do you think it's like learning other things makes you a better athlete, so you can push yourself harder on trickline?
That's pretty funny because I wasn't so good. I mean, I was good tricklining when I went to live with them, but it wasn't as crazy. I wasn't so crazy. I feel like I had my tricks, but they weren't like now maybe. Like I don't know how to explain it. They just I don't want to say that they weren't good because I was a professional, of course. I was like competing. I was like getting podiums, but after that I went to live with them and I learned how to trampoline. Like I feel like my acrobat base, like my notions in the air, like everything, like my doubles, like
so
I was even throwing triples.
Tricklining.
Yeah, like I wasn't training trickline like during the pandemic because it was like during the pandemic. I think I was tricklining maybe once a month, but like that only time that I was tricklining, I was progressing so much in only one session. I was tricklining with Abraham. I bring Abraham to that house. He was like, okay, I'm gonna come for like 2 or 3 days. He ended up staying there for like two months. I think he stayed there with us for like 2 months, which was pretty sick. So yeah, then we went together to Linares. I created my own trick. I land my double front flip to back, a double front flip Estonian. I did the full out. I started progressing so much. I learned my double butt flip. I couldn't double butt flip before that.
Yeah. Like you took the time because you kind of you were forced to do it.
Yeah.
Then you use that skill and put it on the line.
Because it was also quarantine, so I was lucky that I had to quarantine on that house, which we were like all training and pushing each other. Also, like I learned how important is like the workout, like the physical preparation on that house. Because before I will never do anything like for my body, like never. Like, I wouldn't do abs or anything because I didn't really care. I was just like doing slackline the whole day. But then I realized how important it was training with them and like how much it changes on me. My trick line, for example, if you see my double front flip, like, I don't know, like 5 years ago, and you see my double front flip now, it's like completely different trick. It's a completely different trick. It's the same trick, but like the form, like how fast it is. I feel like I can double front flip me any line.
Did you do like a strength training? That's what you did?
A lot. Yeah, like I was super skinny before going to live with them, like super skinny. Like the first videos that I saw, and now like I feel like I grew up like I don't know, I feel just strong. Like feel like way more stronger like right now.
For me too, like I don't want to get injured and I want to be stronger.
Exactly, yeah.
So like I'm really working on like a weakest part of my body to make them to make them stronger, especially like connection between like upper body and lower body. Yeah,
the core is like the most important part.
Yeah. What are your like next steps? Like what are your visions for the future if you have any?
I don't really know. Like I feel like I'm just like living it right now. Like before like my dream was always been like doing what I love. And since I'm performing for cruise ships, like I'm doing it, I'm traveling, I'm like meeting people, I'm making money. So I just want to keep my freedom now. Like, because like working on ships gives me money. Money gives me like a lot of freedom to do like whatever I want. I'm also like saving money to invest and like for in the future and blah, 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 that it need to like be fine. But I feel like right now I'm just like enjoying life. This is like, for example, right now it's like the first time in the past 5 years that I have like holidays, like a huge holiday, because I'm not performing. So I was like, okay, I really want to like, I think like a dream for every trickliner is just to like come to USA, like be in the GoPro Mountain Games, then going to the World Cup in Stuttgart, Munich.
Yeah.
I went to France before here. I was in Barcelona. I just use this time that I have free to like make my dreams that were before. I'm just really enjoying it. Like now hanging out with Darlene, like I feel I wasn't training much before slackline. I was like just preparing my body a lot, and now like training with the guys is like pushing myself a lot. Like I'm throwing like 3 doubles in a combo, like maybe 4 tomorrow. Like I'm just really happy and like learning a lot from these guys and like traveling around the world.
I think it's a good place where you are right now.
I'm really, really happy.
Yeah, but what do you suggest to guys or girls who are starting out tricklining right now? Like, what would be your advice?
I will always say like, if you want to do something, just like give your 100% on it, because nobody else would do it for you. Even if nobody like believes in you, like, or if somebody's like pulling you out from your dreams, you just gotta be focused and really have in your mind what you really want, and like keep dreaming about it like every day. I remember myself in the school, I didn't care too much about the classes. I was just like focusing on like what tricks I was going to do in the afternoon, or like writing the places that I wanted to be, or like just drawing drawing myself, I don't know, in the GoPros in Munich. I literally have that books in my house, like with all my draws. I was like dreaming about it like the whole day. I was sleeping a lot in classes also because like I was super tired. I was sleeping a lot. My teachers were like, I was a pain in the ass with my teachers.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you have to sleep again.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing that shows what's gonna happen. Like that you're gonna reach that, but you're still going and going and going and going.
But also like I feel another advice for the people is like to be smart and not just wait for somebody to like come for you and pick you up. Oh, you're really good. Like we're gonna bring you to Europe or to USA. No, that's not gonna happen because slackline is not a huge sport.
Yeah.
So I was like, as I show in my Instagram, I was always like posting videos since the beginning. So I was like just walking.
Trying to show what you can do.
I was texting Martin. I remember 2016. I text Martin and I was like, oh, I would like to join slackline. And he was like, oh, we're really sorry. Like you're not good enough to join the team. But you just gotta keep training. And I was super excited because Martin Hernandez like just answered my email. I was like, wow, he really answered my email. Oh my God, I will just like keep training. I wasn't sad at all because he said no. I was just like, wow. And then next year I wrote to him and he was like, whoa,
How
you're
about
like,
now?
yeah, like your progress is incredible. Like I want you to come train with me for like 2 weeks in my house. I'm gonna host you. Then we're going driving to go together to the GoPros.
You're like, yes.
Yeah, and that was like the first big step on my career, yeah, like meeting Martin and going to GoPros. Then I joined Slack Industries. That was a huge motivation for me because like they gave me a lot of year. I've been here to Chile. I was already sponsored for one of the biggest brands in the world.
So posting, going and trickline with other people, reaching out to athletes or companies.
Yeah, like reaching out with people. Like we have internet now, so we can like watch a lot of videos from other people. We can like communicate with other people. Try to not just train always with the same persons. Like if you're able to train with different people, especially if they are better than you, that will always make you improve. Like I like to train with people that is like better than me, or I like to train with persons that are like starting or like that they really want to push themselves. Like I don't know, if I see somebody learning frog flip or I see somebody learning like any trick, but they're like really pushing for it, like falling, but they're really pushing and they're hearing you, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta push myself. I will also like
it works like that. Something. Like if you see somebody pushing, you just want to push yourself.
I want to push myself also, so I'm gonna throw some tricks that I don't have just to like do it for them.
Yeah, it's adrenaline. Or like I don't know, like flow, group flow or something.
I was bothering Abraham for so long to throw double frogstonian because I knew he would do it like so easily, but he was just scared because his double frog flip, he wasn't confident on it. I saw his double frog flip and was perfect and I was like really like bothering him to like throw it. I was like, oh come on, I will go first. Like I didn't really have a really good back nose. I barely land my frogstonian. If I will just go for it and like if I throw it, you will throw it after. And I did only one attempt, only one, and I landed on the first time. Like now it's your turn. I will
and
not.
He did it.
He did it after, and he landed. He comboed with a double back test. Like, he was insane. But that was my first double frogstonian.
Oh my god!
And that was my first try, and I was like, oh my god, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. That's good enough.
Oh, that's
like,
so funny.
I really hurt myself. I really hurt myself. I was so very happy.
So that's the point of this podcast as well, because I know a lot of people on YouTube, and like if you're watching, if you're into tricklining or like you're starting another sport, remember like it always starts somewhere.
Yeah,
you always make those steps. You always make progress at first before everybody else notices, or like maybe some people support you or believe in you.
And even that sessions that you feel like you're stuck, like I felt so many times in my career like stuck that I was like, oh, maybe I will not be able to like be good anymore. Like I'm not doing any new tricks. Like I was so frustrated. I was crying. I was like, well, like maybe I should just like stop trying and like maybe like focus on my studies and stuff. But at the end, like even that sessions that you're going to the park and you're not like landing anything, even that sessions are like teaching you a lesson and like you're still like making repetitions. You're like that's something that I say to like people that is like learning slackline. Don't just go and throw a double flip. Like there's no reason to do that and like kill yourself and like maybe risk to get
do something like way higher than your level.
Just like go with a huge base of tricks. Like learn both ascensions, learn both free falls, learn spirals, learn all the basic tricks before like going for like crazy tricks that I don't know. Just imagine a combo train. Like I will do a double to a 180, 180 free fall mojo. Like no, I hate to see 180s in a professional competition. Like there is no way that you have to do a 180 in a professional competition.
Unless you need to turn around. But it's like I was saying.
But you're not doing it in the middle of the combo. You're just like turning and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's
Definitely. Like at the beginning, I was doing tons of combos with 180 and it helps. Like even for learn like the 540s, like you just do like 180 and then you throw the 540. Or like even the free falls, like they help a lot. But then like once you have that tricks, like all the 360s as a base, like just try to like keep combining them like with that tricks. I don't know, like free fall to ascension to 540 to free fall to spiral. Like without that 180s in the middle, and all the combos are gonna look like way more better.
Yeah, I mean I agree, but it just like I think it's a good goal. Yeah.
It's like a goal to reach for people. Yeah. Or that's what at least what like I don't know like. My coaches, like my reference, they teach me.
Do you feel like people like do better at like spins and some people do better at flips?
Yeah, definitely. Like we see that all around the world. Like, for example, in this competition, there's a clear difference between at least me and Martin. Like Martin is like way better like twisting and way better like flipping. But it's just like it doesn't matter. Like it's just like two different styles, and you're like then you need to compare like the tricks. That's something really hard because then we're gonna start speaking about evaluation systems and all the stuff like how much each trick should be or like.
Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your time and your energy. And I think a lot of people I don't know how, even if one person get inspired from this video,
Yeah,
like our goal will
one person will be enough,
done.
yeah.
So thank you for watching. I don't know if you want to say anything.
I don't know, just like don't give up. There's gonna be like shitty days, there could be like shitty weeks, shitty months, but if you just don't stop believing in it, like something magic is gonna happen. Try to reach opportunities, learn new languages, share your stuff in social media, speak with people that is like already traveling or something, so they also will help you. We're gonna be happy to help, especially if we're watching somebody is like so motivated.
Trying,
I'm gonna be so happy to share like what I learned, like the way that I did it. Like please speak to us, because most of the slackline, there's something beautiful about the slackline community that like we're gonna be like happy to share like
slacklining is still like a trickline is still like a smaller sport, so we all know each other, we all support each other.
That's the thing, that then you reach a point that you start like knowing all the people that is like onto the sport, and it's just like wow. So keep being grateful about what you have. Being able to walk. When I get injured on my ankle, like I think like since that day, I'm grateful every night that I'm able to walk or do the things
every time you recover from injuries, you're like, oh my God, this is invincible.
Yeah, it's like when you have a flu and you cannot breathe normally, and then you're like, oh my God, I can breathe. That day when I was breathing normal, it was so good. So thank you,
Matthias.
Thanks you, Olga. Like, thank you for this.
Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.